welcome to the most fundamental email marketing video. If you are an e-commerce owner who is looking to establish, their roots into email marketing, to wrap your head around how actually great email marketing works, you've come to the right place. Or if you're a marketing manager who wants to learn, or another email marketing specialist, you've definitely also come to the right place to finally establish those foundations to really not overwhelm yourself with how email marketing actually works. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We're going to be building a direct consumer e-commerce email system for brands that have 0 subscribers to 1K subscribers, and just giving the absolute roots of how to build a system for your brand and what to actually focus on, because it can get very overwhelming very quickly if you don't know what you're doing. So let's get into it. Intro. Just a little intro for the new viewers. My name is Davio, 5 to 7 figure e-commerce email marketing expert. I've helped brands under 1K subscribers generate more than 80% returns from their emails. And I've really, helped brands also on the higher end, on the 6 to 7 end, making significant revenue with the emails, and giving them pointers, helping them tailor their email experience. And I've basically, done my dues. So if you're an e-commerce brand doing over 10K plus in monthly recurring revenue, I can help you generate an additional 25% in email monthly revenue within the next 30 days, and you only pay if and when it happens. There are 2 spots left due to capacity and the dedicated focus to those brands. Can't be for everyone type of thing. So if you're an e-commerce brand who wants to take the first steps but have been burned before by bad agencies charging retainers and not being able to give you that said or that promised return on investment, or you just kind of messed up your emails in some type of way that you're not necessarily clued up on, there's always going to be a free email audit. Always going to be free. So all the links and information will be in the description. And yeah, that's a little bit about me. So let's get into the system. Right, for 0 to 1K email subscribers. Now, your ESP choice, your email service provider choice. Just for the spec of this video and the type of, I guess, the level that your brand is at, if you're currently, trying to decide, maybe I'm on a budget, or maybe I just want the best option out there, and I just want to stay with them and stick with that. Here are the top 3 options that I would recommend. Klaviyo being overall best email marketing service provider out there, simply because it just has fundamentally everything that you need to generate results. Data, flows, this, that, campaigns, predictive analytics, AI, everything, trust me. Integrations, all of that. So your Shopify store will be in good hands. Or Wix, who knows. MailChimp is like Pepsi and Coke to Klaviyo. It's really not bad. It's more of a preference thing, but it's really not bad. Definitely can generate some real returns with that ESP. And then I have MailerLite up. There's many other alternative ecom ESPs. Here's actually a website that I was looking at quickly. But honestly speaking, I think MailerLite is very underrated because of its I guess simplicity. But simplicity is really key when getting started with your emails. So they are really a budget-friendly alternative for solopreneurs and people who are just trying to manage their emails, trying to get skin in the game, but they don't have the time to wrap their head around other ESPs and then set up and da. So MailerLite, golden. Right. So now let's get into the priorities. So there's flows, list hygiene and shared IP, segments, and pop-up form. Cool. Right. So for flows, I have a diagram here that I may allegedly have stolen from the biggest agency in email marketing. I won't say their name because then I'm just gonna get like bad luck in my email marketing journey. So people who know who they know, but for now, let's just let's keep it a secret, right? So basically, this graph just completely highlights the what flows fundamentally do in your brand. So you get a new subscriber through a pop-up form, or so they just subscribe to your newsletter, and from that point, a flow will essentially be the one employee that you wish you had, but you don't have because they fundamentally don't exist. Flows are literally that. To put it in a nutshell, they are just going to completely take your customer through your entire brand journey and hit them or trigger, or your customers may trigger some actions on your site, or yes, they might trigger some actions on your site, and then the flows will be able to pick up that, oh, were you interested in this? Oh, how about this? Or how about a recommendation? Or how are you finding the brand? Or how's the welcome? It's like that personal butler or whatever that kind of like caters you and says, so would you like some more? Or it's like a waiter that kind of serves your table and asks you, is everything going well? Excuse me. Is everything going well? Is that that's essentially what flows are for your brand. So somebody subscribes to your brand, and then depending on how your welcome series, so there's different variations of flows, which is just series of different emails. So a flow is not one email, it's a series of different emails that you just have to set up once, and then they'll basically print money for the end of time, essentially. So first welcome purchase, uh, they could purchase on the very first welcome, or the fifth email welcome, but they're still in the welcome series. I'll get into more detail on a different video, but essentially, yeah, they buy, then a customer comes and browses your site again, then a trigger happens in your flows, and then your flows actually send out that message to say, oh, we saw that you were looking at this page, or this landing page on our website. Is there anything that we can help you with? Here's our bestsellers, da 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 da. Here's social proof, and then people get enticed by that to see that, oh, this actually helps other people and all of that, and then cool, they buy, or they put something in their cart, then they get a phone call from their boss saying that, I don't know, the water needs to be refilled or something. I'm just making up situations now, but and then their cart abandonment manages to remind them that, hey, you forgot something in your cart. uh, would you like a discount, or would you not say you do a discount on the first email, but secret. Um, but yeah, you do a cart abandonment, and then they come back and buy if they see your email, and then they make a purchase, and then that kind of establishes the trust of your brand in like literally days almost, depending on how frequent your customers are. But essentially, it just like completely microwaves the branding process, so people can trust your brand more so than people who just visit your website and don't give their email. That's the whole point of, I guess, flows. They maximize that speed. Then they focus on the conversion, so feedback. You also want them for feedback. They give you feedback, then you post it on basically your landing pages or your social medias, and then that basically shows that your brand is really like, oh, it's trustworthy because other people are saying that, hey, the product is good, essentially. Then you cross sell, so if you have multiple SKUs, which is just different products in your catalog, then you can just cross sell, and then people can buy those VIP series. That's reserved for your most valuable customers. So these are like the loyalist people, like who live and breathe your brand. There is a specific dedicated flow for them. Messaging, tailored, everything, special offers, special events, or new orders, everything. That's what your VIPs get. So yeah, then obviously, then customer where the retention section is kind of when a customer is lapsing. So this is when you start to send replenishment emails because they're not really engaging on the cart abandonments, or they may have made a purchase but they basically almost like ignored the rest of these emails here, and then a replenishment goes out to kind of say that, oh, it's been this many days, and we noticed that you may be out, or and then you just nudge them to buy, and if they buy, then they kind of go back into this conversion section, and then you just basically, from the retention point of view, your flows are now just trying to pull them back into the conversion section for as long as possible to get them to that VIP series, and then win back. Last resort, then they lapse, and then on to the next. But out of that customer journey, they may have purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, right? Depending on your average order value, AOV, that's big, because it's not like it's a one-time ad thing, one-time ad purchase that I'm not like roasting ads or anything, but because they're definitely necessary for your emails to grow. I'm just saying the lifetime value, it's unbeatable, essentially. But yeah, that's essentially follows. I'll go a little bit faster because I was talking a bit, but I'm just trying to really establish these routes for you guys. List hygiene and shared IP. Let's see. So list hygiene is a little bit subjective, simply because some may say that your list is too small, but I think that bad habits really start to form just looking at other brands, all the brands that I've kind of went through. Bad habits always form later, or they start here at these sections. Here's where the bad habits form, and then that kind of leads you into getting bloated lists that have literally like 40% of the subscribers are not even engaged, but you still keep them on your list because I don't know. You like, just clean them out. They don't want to receive your messages. You are just hurting your deliverability more so than anything else. So just clean your lists, or at least establish these habits. So remove invalid and bounced emails regularly. Monitor and segment soft bounces. We'll get into segmentation. To maintain a healthy list, do not delete. Simply suppress them, because once you delete any email from your account, then that data is gone. So if they resubscribe again, you wouldn't know that this is a lapsed customer, and then they will go through the entire customer journey again. Then they'll be like, oh wait, I've seen this before. Spam or unsubscribe again. Then it's like, what the hell? It's like, so don't delete, suppress. Suppress, don't delete, or at least put them in some Excel sheet or something to like monitor that, hey, okay, these people don't email, whatever, and then you'll be good. So 2, unengaged subscribers that have fallen through the retention flows, these ones here, and constant campaigns that have not been opened in 90 to 120 days. These subs are just adding to your Klaviyo bill. They are getting to the stage where there's almost nothing you can do to bring them back. Sure, you can like discount and give them 40% and give them 50% and give them 60% and try say that, okay, here we'll do this and do this, and they might come back. And then the second you do that, you kind of set the standard to be like, okay, I know that if I don't interact with the emails or whatever, they're just gonna send me another 50%. I'm gonna get it, and then I'm gonna just leave them alone. Then I'm gonna do 50%, and then it's gonna compound. Trust me, it's going to compound. So just let them go. Let them go. Let them be. Let them live their life. It's just an email. Let them go. It's all right. Right. Unsub pages. So here's how to at least optimize your unsubscribe pages in case people do tend to unsubscribe a lot from your brand, because they I don't know, they just see all your emails as in irritants more than something of value and, a connection builder, I would say. Yeah, you can add an incentive or, update your preference pages or center. And checking its activity regularly will help you at least know which subscribers are currently, have a foot out of the door, so you can simply kind of try to at least personalize the messages to kind of see what's going wrong, where can we get a review, where can we improve, those type of, like, you can send those type of messages to at least, have the insight to excuse me, make your customer journey better, essentially. So that's the way to optimize your unsubs pages, and that's basically list cleaning, done and dusted. So shared IP for shared IP versus dedicated domain. Dedicated domain is essentially just your domain name, that you're sending traffic, you're sending email traffic from. What I mean by this, if you have a shared IP, essentially what that means is you're in a pool of multiple brands who are using one like shared IP that an ESP may have, email service provider may have, like Klaviyo, which is this one here, the KS Klaviyo da da da. So essentially, it's your domain, but it's being sent through, the traffic's being sent through by a shared IP. So you don't have to worry about deliverability when you have a shared IP. The only time that you need to worry about deliverability is when you have a dedicated domain, because then all the traffic needs to then go through your DNS records. I don't want to get technical at all, but I'll explain this in the next video. This is just a more so overview of how to kind of build it. Dedicated is preferable, but not necessary at this stage. I think just focus on getting to that 1K before starting to say that, okay, dedicated domain, let's make sure the records are good, and then our sending volume is good enough to at least make sure that the domain doesn't go into spam. Because if you don't send, getting technical, next video. Right, segmentation. Now you have different levels, right? Or let me say this, let me tell a story. Imagine you had a restaurant, right? A gourmet restaurant, and everyone sat down and they had their menu in front of them, and the menu was essentially your brand items, right? Not everyone is going to pick the same meal, right? Or product, correct? And in order for you to at least personalize each person's or table's dishes, you have to segment your market into different levels of engagement, right? So here's essentially the pie chart, or the visual representation that, okay, people who, like, let's say you're a skincare brand, people who have dry skin, let's just say they have dry skin, would order, or their messaging would be more, they'll be more open to receiving messaging of dry skin excuse me, dry skin content, let's say, versus somebody who has maybe what's the opposite of dry skin? Oily skin. You would obviously then have to, or maybe not the VIPs, let's use 90 day. You would obviously have to then message the people with oily skin differently from the people with dry skin. So that's what segmentation can do in your emails, to kind of accurately just differentiate between each segment of customer and what messaging they're kind of looking for. So 30-day engaged, 60-day engaged, 90-day plus engaged, and then your VIP customers. The goal essentially is to get as many customers into the VIP section, and then try to extend their lifetime value for as long as possible, as long as your brand stays in business. Yeah, nice. Segmentation 101. Right, pop-up forms. Pop-up forms. There's really 3 rules to establishing a wonderful pop-up. Really just 3. One, it needs to be clear. It needs to just be clear, not convoluted or unlock extreme this or no convoluted language. It needs to be clear. Design hierarchy. So when I talk about design hierarchy, you see how let's use low bucks. I like that. Low bucks. You see how they have an image, a huge image on this one side. Then they have the logo or their name, and then they have this one huge headline. Then a little bit of text that's particularly smaller than the headline. Then they have email address or mobile number. Some people are a little bit skeptical giving their mobile number, but it's still a good pop up because it serves the purpose. Then buck yes, and they have by signing up that's some can spam and basically like regulation stuff that they put in, which is fine. You don't necessarily have to put in your pop up, but it's good practice to have. So essentially what I was saying is the image kind of draws in your eye to kind of sell you that, oh, this is important. There's emphasis on it because it's the biggest thing in the pop-up. So people obviously, they're gonna buy with their eyes for a food brand, especially out of all things. They're gonna see that, oh, this is kind of nice. It's a nice visual, grain-free. Okay, superfood. Oh, okay, there's a little bit of repetition. Everything is in sequence. Cool. Then they're gonna look at the actual incentive, 15% off, the biggest headline. They're gonna be like, oh, simple, clear. They want it. They give us our email. They buck yes. Call to action solidified. That is essentially it. There's nothing out of the ordinary in terms of that. Same with this BS logo. Again, huge image. Unlock 15%. Smaller text. Email. Unlock offer. Clear, right? Same with this. Go from collective logo. Oh, $15 off. Headline. Huge image. Little text. Email. Again, huge image. Olipop, can basically do whatever they want, but Olipop, huge image, headline, little text, email. One more time. Huge image, headline, little text, email. Clear. You understand? Like that is essentially all you need to do with your pop-up forms. There's no need to overthink it. Zero need to overthink it. Right? Be clear, be concise, have good design hierarchy, and then focus on your offer. Yes, the offer is 15% off. Clear, straight to the point, not convoluted, no multiple offer. If you get 15% off, then you can get this as well, and in 30 days, and no. Clear design hierarchy offer. Boom. Right? So essentially that is the email. That is essentially it, and we'll get into these points now, but those are your main aspects that you need to focus on to really establish your email, like direct to your email system for your brand, essentially for 0 to 1K subscribers. So let's talk about a few email impacting external factors, just to kind of break it down a little bit into what actually also will impact your performance. Because yes, you can establish all of these things, and you can be chef's kiss, absolutely like A+, but some things will definitely affect your email performance, because emails don't operate independently or in a silo rather. Yes, so here are a few external factors that may impact your email performance. Website traffic. If you're getting no traffic to your pop-ups, you're not necessarily growing your lists, and because you're not growing your list, you're not going to get as much data in your flows, and because you're not getting as much data in your flows, you're not going to really see if people are going to convert from your emails, right? Landing page optimization. How is your landing page looking? Social media presence. Do you have a social media brand presence? that's kind of at least, being present online for your customers to kind of at least see that, oh, they have this cool social media, and it's big, it has social proof, it has cool products, it has this and this and that. Yeah, I'll be more inclined to at least, buy from their emails, or at least there's content that you can also utilize from your social media to put in your emails, and that kind of creates this flywheel of email and social media kind of being twins right now, and they're just doing their own thing, but they all basically for the one cause, which is your business. Right. SEO, search engine optimization, for all my SEOs experts out there. We see the work that you're doing. Very important to get yourself an SEO buddy. He can definitely, or she can definitely teach you something about how Google is so powerful. Like Google search is saying, how to, like, yeah, that's powerful. So content marketing, similar to social media, pay-per-click advertising, your paid ads, how are they being run? Because that will be a determining factor in how much traffic is being run to your website. And also your social media pages, and building that presence up. Customer feedback and reviews, social proof, mobile optimization. Most people will view emails on their phone, or your emails mobile optimized. Data privacy regulations, making sure you follow GDPR, I think that's the one, and can spam regulations. There's not really much that you can do to violate them. Just don't buy lists. I think that's really it. Add a subscribe button to your emails, and an unsubscribe button to your emails, and yeah, you should really be in the clear. Double opt-in, at this stage, I think there's really no need for it to be on. Even though, yeah, that's bad from coming from an email marketer. It can definitely, like, just because what essentially happens is you're cutting the flow of your customer journey for no real apparent reason. It's like, if they don't get their email and it just goes like to spam, or they don't like confirm that they are going to opt in, then it's like the deliverability is going to be messed up regardless. So it's like, and you're going to land in spam regardless. So it's like, what are we talking about? Anyways, that's a little bit of a rant. Moving on. Competitor activity. Just taking a look at competitors. There's actually a website that is really dope. Searching competitors. It's called Melt. So here you go. There's more than 33 million emails here from 100,000 brands. More than 100,000 brands. So Ferragamo. Oh wait, that's not Ferragamo. Oh, it is Ferragamo, but I mean it's a different retailer, or whatever. Yeah, you can search your competitors here. Yo, there's actually some nice emails here. Hold on. I might. Hey, yeah, okay. Anyways. Go back to the task at hand. Come on. All right. Economic climate. Is COVID happening again? That's not a joke, but is COVID happening again? If the economic climate is like completely changed, then I don't think emails are gonna work. Yeah, so I'll be out of a job. Anyways, industry trends, what's kind of in, what's kind of out, just staying on the cusp of trends. Technological advancements. AI is probably the biggest one, and a couple of uh, email, email advancements are coming in. Like people can, there's something called, I don't want to get technical, but AMP emails is basically people buy directly from the email without having to go to the website. So then, people can just get the email, they can buy, they can order it, and then they'll get the what you call it, transactional mail saying that shipping order confirmed, and just from the email, as opposed to like tapping the email, going to the website, and then bunch of things. But yeah, third party integrations, So that's your type forms, technical. Again, yeah, just overview. So yeah, third-party integrations that you can utilize, and then a few things to take into mind. So number one, the customer, the biggest thing to take into mind. 80% of your email revenue will likely come from 20% of your list size. Just being honest. Just being honest. Not every single subscriber will buy consistently over time. Ripping that band-aid off right now. Simply a numbers game when it comes to those statistics, but again, your most loyal and smaller segments of your audience will truly appreciate your brand. That is your true ICP. So ICP, ideal client or customer profile. So take care of those customers and grow that list, because the more you grow those VIPs and the more people see that your emails are treating, or your brand is treating, like your VIP customers, like, wow, better than any other brand, vicariously that will do significantly more marketing. What they say, word of mouth marketing is the best marketing. That alone will literally do the biggest marketing campaign that your brand can ever dream for. You just take care of those few customers who really appreciate the emails that you send them, the content, the love, the personalization, the VIP insights, the behind the scenes, all of that, the founder messages. They are going to be your diehards. So yeah, focus on the customer. 2, traffic conversion. Emails can be a brilliant channel to retain customers long term for repeat purchases, but they are not the best channel for generating traffic. So this is what I was saying in terms of ads being, kind of the elusive, or social media and ads being the elusive twin to emails. So they work in tandem. They're not working against each other to kind of prove which one is better. They simply just work in tandem. Ads are great for generating attention, or traffic rather. Like, ads do the job. They do what's on the tin. They get the traffic, they get the purchase. That's the end of the job. You get a nice ROAS, you get 300%, a 3-to-1, which is basically 300% on ad spend, which is essentially just fancy jargon for saying that if you paid $1,000 to run an ad, you would essentially get $3,000 back. So yeah, cool. But yeah, they, after that has been achieved, then your customer, if they are like more interested in the brand, go through your emails, go through the whole customer journey from your flows that I was showing you, and they basically then buy again and buy again and buy again and enjoy your brand and the experience. Boom. So that's where emails value is really situated in the conversion above anything else. And then value content. Okay, so your brand's trustworthiness is like a house. Every time you sell your audience, so send them sales content saying, here's this new promotion, here's this excuse me, here's this new promotion, here's this new product, here's this new event, or here's a new discount, or here's another discount, and you're just selling. Like, you're not giving them anything outside of the sale. You're taking bricks out of your house, and the only way to keep your house intact is to constantly make the house better by providing a better email experience, aka brand experience. So sending product education, user generated content, events, brand uniqueness, founder messages, behind the scenes. What else is there? Zodiac. There was even Zodiac like personalization. If you ask them for what's their Zodiac, depending on your brand, or just letting them in on the process, like the brand process, on how things are built, and why are we doing this, what our causes, what's our mission, like really just letting people into the brand that they wouldn't have even like known, because they just they keep getting sales content. They keep getting discounts. They don't want discounts, they want to they connect with something. Come on, Louis Vuitton works so well. I wish they had better emails, but Louis Vuitton works so well is because they connect with people. At the end of the day, it's not just like here's an expensive top and then that's the end of it. It's like, okay, people actually like Louis Vuitton because it's Louis Vuitton, you know? But that's another story. Anyways, so yeah, it's those branding elements that really, make the difference. And yeah, that basically concludes building a direct consumer email, e-commerce email system for 0 to 1K subs. And yeah, that's basically that. I'll put this entire document in the description as a PDF so you can download it and then you can look over it and read it in your own time and do whatever you want with it. Cool, steal it, do whatever. But if you want, yours truly to actually execute on it, I am here. My details are in the description. You can hit me up. You can send me a message. You can send me an email. I am here and I'm ready to work for your brand harder than any other email operator on the planet. Wow. Anyways, here's a giveaway as well. Just for fun. Here's 40 converting e-commerce sign-up forms that I have collected. So this will also be in the description, so you can just take these to build your own pop-up form to start, getting customers and really get your list size above 1K, because then that's where the actual action starts to happen. But these are your roots. These are your roots. Do not neglect these. Do not neglect these. So yeah, I'll go into more detail, I guess, if you want me to, about how to build a flow strategy, segments, and I guess any other technical email stuff that you guys want to hear, the more boring stuff. But you can follow my LinkedIn as well. I think there's more content on that that I'm pushing. But yeah, that's basically that. It's signed by yours truly, so it's legit. And that's the end of the video. Thank you.